In the darkest veins of the world, where sunlight dared never to tread, there lay a labyrinth of endless caverns, each twisted tunnel bathed in an eerie, ghostly flame. These spectral fires whispered secrets of forgotten ages, flickering like the fragile heartbeat of a dying realm. It was here, in these depths of shadow and silence, that Gral'Zok, once a proud Orc Shaman of the Verdant Claw tribe, was banished, condemned for the terrible powers he dared to command. Gral'Zok had been cast out long ago, branded a heretic for wielding the dark flame, the forbidden magic that burned with a cold fire, seething not with life but with death. His people saw in him a harbinger of ruin, a soul corrupted beyond redemption. But Gral'Zok's story was never one of simple darkness. Within him flickered a fury as fierce as the flames he once called upon. He was a warrior of balance, a guardian turned outcast, grappling with a terrible secret. The same cursed gift that condemned him might yet be the salvation of the land. His exile was not mere punishment, it was a crucible. The endless caverns became both prison and sanctuary, and in their spectral glow, Gral'Zok's warband of outcasts gathered, bound by desperation and hope. There was Leora, the half-elf rogue, whose nimble fingers concealed a heart battered by loss. Thaden, the stoic dwarf cleric, whose hammer struck with both divine fury and quiet wisdom. And Syra, the frail but fierce human sorceress, whose fledgling light magic clashed with the shadows they all waded through. Together, they were the Lost Bastion, outsiders who found strength in each other's scars. But the heart of their struggle beat in Gral'Zok, tormented by the dark flame's whispers. The magic was alive, a cursed ember lodged within his soul, always threatening to flare into devastation. It promised power beyond reckoning, but at a cost, the slow erosion of his very humanity, or orcishness, whatever one might call it. Each night in the cold silence of the caverns, Gral'Zok's mind became a battlefield, the ravenous hunger of the dark flame against the fading memory of who he once was. Power is not given, he told himself, voice low and ragged. It is seized, but what is seized can also be lost. His exile had fractured him, but also shattered the illusion that his people's judgment had been absolute. For endless months, he wrestled with redemption and damnation, his every victory in mastering the flame shadowed by the creeping dread of losing himself entirely. And yet, beyond the cavern's depth, the land above languished in ruin. The forests withered into ash, rivers slowed to poison, and a creeping rot of despair spread like a plague over the Verdant Claw's domain. It was said only a miracle, a rekindling of forbidden magic, might restore life's fragile bloom. One night, as the ghostly flames cast elongated shadows on the rugged cavern walls, Leora's voice cut through the heavy silence, a plea born from desperation. "If your cursed fire can save them, Gral'Zok, then stand with us," she urged, eyes glimmering with unshed tears. "Do not let your fate end in this darkness. Let your power be a beacon." It was a question that had no easy answer. To embrace the dark flame fully was to risk becoming the very monster his tribe feared, yet to reject it meant surrendering hope to a dying world. In that charged moment, Gral'Zok's heart roared with the weight of choice. The cavern seemed to hold its breath with him, the ghostly fires flickering as if waiting for his soul's verdict. He closed his eyes and reached inward, pulling at the ember nestled in his chest, the ancient flame of destruction and regeneration. Pain lanced through him as the magic surged, threatening to consume him whole. But beneath the agony, something new flickered, an ember of salvation. "I am no fool's pawn," he whispered fiercely. "I will not burn alone." His voice echoed through the caverns, reverberating against stone and spirit alike. Gathering his allies, Gral'Zok stepped into the forging crucible of power, no longer a shunned exile but a tempest of fierce redemption. Together, the Lost Bastion prepared to emerge from the Underdark and face a world teetering on the edge of oblivion. Gral'Zok bore the dark flame, a cursed gift that might yet save a land desperate for light. His path was uncertain, shadowed by sacrifice, but he had chosen to seize destiny. And perhaps, in the flickering heart of the forbidden fire, there was still hope. So, travelers of the realms, what would you do if power threatened to consume your soul, but also held the only hope to save the world? Can redemption rise from exile's abyss? Let us know your thoughts on Gral'Zok's harrowing journey. And if you hunger for more tales where darkness clashes with light, be sure to join our fellowship here at Tales from the Tavern Table. Until next time, may your dice roll true and your stories never end.